Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Today, crews in Tulsa, Oklahoma are out assessing the aftermath of severe weather that passed through this weekend. Some pretty rough storms coming through. This is some of that damage left behind by the storm. The Emergency Operations Center is activated right now to coordinate the area-wide response. Tulsa's mayor has issued an emergency proclamation. More than 35 City of Tulsa crews help clear the main streets there, with others working to assess storm conditions. And in Arkansas, we got some pretty nasty weather there as well. Now, this is video sent in by one of our viewers showing some pretty severe damage, a lot of lightning coming through the area. This was over Dover on Sunday morning. Now, Zach, a lot of lightning in the area. Some of the wind speeds from this weekend's weather, it was pretty strong.
Yeah, we're even thinking that this video right here was around the time that tornado was coming out of Logan, Johnson County. This was the storm that had produced a tornado. We were thinking, and the National Weather Service is reviewing this video as well, that this could be what was once the tornado. Maybe here it's just a funnel cloud. We're also looking at potential wall cloud there. So this could be, as that tornado was kind of wrapping up a little bit, this was that storm right there. So this could be a little funnel cloud, what we're looking at there. Look at that lightning, how continuous it is, where you're able to continue to see that storm there off in the distance, getting closer and closer. How scary is that? A lot of damage around, again, like Joe said, Oklahoma and parts of Arkansas here. We are quieter the next several days, but a lot of people still without power, not only in parts of the river valley, but even into northeast and eastern Oklahoma. So a large area of people to our west and people to the east dealing with no power as the heat's going up. You think about, you got to have that air conditioning. This is a time where we're about to really start cranking that air conditioning on here the next few days. We hopefully can get restoration and get everything cleaned up and get that power back on for as many people as possible. You're going to need it today. Northwest Arkansas, upper 80s, topping out near 90 degrees. Northwest Arkansas, warm day in the River Valley. Again, a lot of people, close to 10,000 people in the River Valley. And parts of northern Ouachita's there without power for your Monday to at least start the day. And we're looking at temperatures getting up to around 95 degrees. And look how long it takes to cool off. Through the evening, you're still dropping through the very toasty 80s. Upper 80s, low 90s, again topping out near 90 degrees. Northwest Arkansas, widespread low to mid 90s. River Valley, Ouachita, some of the highest elevations of the Ouachitas could see more upper 80s. Could see a stray shower, LaFleur County overnight, southeast Oklahoma, low-end rain chance. Outside of that, Joe, we're really not tracking much wet weather expected here the next several days.
Good deal. Thanks so much, Zach. Well, over to Springdale now, where the 3rd annual Freedom Festival was held over the weekend. Now, this was filled with some good music, food, vendors for minority-owned businesses. The event was to celebrate Juneteenth, which is today. This is now a federal holiday commemorating the freedom of enslaved African Americans. The festival was hosted by Music Moves, an arts and cultural nonprofit organization, which is all about bringing Black entertainment, art, and culture to Northwest Arkansas. The event is also partnered with many organizations across our region. Artists from all over the country were featured in this festival. Organizers say this event is more than just a music fest, though.
I wanted to represent so many great businesses that's a part of the Black and brown communities as well, too. Of course, everybody knows how underfunded, a lot of people don't have access. So we want to highlight all those great businesses under our pavilion as well, too.
Well, last year the festival had about 3,000 people in attendance. This year they say they had over 4,000, and they're already planning for next year's festival. And it is the first of its kind in our area. American Legion Post 31 in Fort Smith now has a way to honor the flags used in military funerals. 5 News anchor Darren Bobb has the story.
We've all seen the process, the flag folding right at every military funeral. Once the flag is folded, it's presented to family. But what if there is no family there to accept it?
It goes into storage either at the National Cemetery or to the burial house, or sometimes we even find them when someone is cleaning out a storage room, for example.
That's where the American Legion Post stepped in. Last week, the Post dedicated a room in its building on Midland Avenue to display these unclaimed flags. Post Commander Charles Nardi says a lot of these flags on display are years old.
It isn't a very common occurrence that they're unclaimed. For example, many of these flags have been unclaimed for years, several over a decade in storage with no home. Right now, we have 20. We've got room for many, many more.
He says the Legion saw this project as its duty to remember those who died serving our country.
We feel that everyone there deserves a home, and we honestly believe that they're tied to the person that was buried with those flags.
In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, I'm Darren Bobb, 5 News.
Well, you can stop by the American Legion Post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings to see the display. Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Jo Ellison. Make sure to catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more. Have a great day.